Have you ever noticed how the loudest person in the room often seems to crumble first? It's a curious pattern, one that history and human nature have etched into the fabric of power. The ones who truly hold sway don't need to shout their strength. They let it simmer unseen until the moment demands it. In a world hooked on flashing every win, every opinion, every shred of status, there's a quieter path that leads to real dominance. This isn't just a theory. It's a truth proven by fallen kings, betrayed leaders, and those who rose above by mastering the art of staying hidden. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we're diving into the secrets of silent power, pulling from Machiavelli, the Stoics and ancient war strategists to show you why the unseen always outlasts the loud. If you've ever felt the urge to prove yourself, this is for you. Stick with me, and what you learn might just change how you move through the world. Machiavelli, the sharpest mind of political strategy, didn't glorify force or flash. His genius lay in restraint, in knowing that true power doesn't parade, it hides. In The Prince, he urged rulers not to dazzle but to disappear when needed, to blend in, to seem modest, even ordinary. Why? Because the moment you shine too brightly, you become a target. Human nature, as Machiavelli saw it, doesn't bow to superiority, it resents it. Show off your strength, your intellect, your success, and people don't admire you. They envy you. Envy builds alliances faster than admiration ever could. It's not your power that threatens others. It's their perception of it. Machiavelli was obsessed with perception, not truth. If you seem unassuming, unthreatening, people lower their guard. They talk too much, reveal their plans, make mistakes. That's when you strike, not from the spotlight, but from the shadows. Not to impress, but to control. Attention to the wise is a burden, not a prize. It invites scrutiny, comparison, and in a world driven by ambition, betrayal. Take Cesare Borgia, Machiavelli's model of calculated brilliance. He moved through Italy like a surgeon, precise and quiet. He charmed when it served him, eliminated when he had to, and always masked his deeper aims. But even Borgia faltered. Drunk on power, he swapped subtlety for spectacle, flaunting his victories and leaning on his father's title. He dared to be the sun, not the storm behind the clouds. When his foundation crumbled, so did he. Betrayed, captured, forgotten. Not because he lacked strength, but because he forgot to stay hidden. This isn't just a lesson for Renaissance rulers. It's for anyone chasing lasting influence. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we explore how the Stoics echo this. Don't flaunt virtue, embody it. Epictetus taught that controlling your mind outweighs controlling the world. Machiavelli adds that withholding your power is stronger than revealing it. Both agree. Strike quietly, lead invisibly. Let your results speak and let silence guide them. In a noisy world, the one who stays still holds the leverage. The one who doesn't show off can't be undone by what they never exposed. Seneca, the Stoic who advised emperors, saw the danger of standing too tall. In a culture addicted to applause and self-display, he preached something radical. Restraint isn't weakness, it's control. Stillness isn't passivity, it's clarity. Invisibility isn't absence, it's presence that doesn't beg for notice. The truly powerful don't need the crowd's energy to feel whole. They're grounded, aware that letting your value become public invites danger. Nothing sparks envy faster than greatness exposed too soon. Envy isn't just a flaw, it's a blade that's toppled heroes and empires. When you shine too brightly, you blind others, and in their blindness they strike. Not because you hurt them, but because your existence highlights their lack. Seneca's ideal isn't the conqueror planting a flag on broken ground. It's the warrior who keeps his sword sheathed until the moment demands it. The philosopher who speaks only when silence won't do. The strategist who bends outcomes without seeking fame. True influence doesn't demand attention. It creates impact without asking for claps. Imagine a leader who enters a room without fanfare, says little, watches everything. His presence commands not because it's loud, but because it's rare. His words carry weight not from volume, but from scarcity. The world feels his moves without seeing him coming. That, Seneca would say, is power's highest form. Fragile power screams, seeking affirmation because it doubts itself. Unshakable power hides, waits, moves in silence. Untouchable because it's unseen. The applause you chase today fades when the crowd finds a new idol. But the strength you build quietly, the choices you make when no one's watching, those endure. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we're reminded that the Stoic path is freedom, letting the world wonder what you're capable of without needing to answer. That's not just philosophy, it's strategy. There's a wisdom that flows beneath the surface like water. It doesn't roar, it moves, adapts, endures. Ancient strategists and Stoics understood this. Don't boast, don't flex too early. The one who brags invites scrutiny. The one who bends without breaking stays untouchable. Seeking admiration makes you predictable. Once people define you, they plan around you. Your strengths become their map, your success, their ammunition. But when you withhold, when you move without explanation, you remain a mystery. Mystery is protection. Power isn't what you possess, it's what others think you might possess. It's fluid, built on perception. When people can't pin you down, they hesitate, imagine possibilities, second guess. That hesitation is your edge. A hidden sword is deadlier than one on display. A leader whose intentions stay veiled holds more sway than one oversharing every move. Invisibility isn't weakness, it's strategy. Think of the tree that stands rigid against the storm. It breaks. Now picture the reed that bends, absorbs the pressure and rises again. Flexibility isn't surrender, it's survival. It's choosing the right moment to act. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we see this as the rhythm of dominance. Silence that speaks louder than speeches, restraint that hints at depths others can only guess. While they chase applause, you build substance. While they demand recognition, you collect results. The less you show, the more you hold. To flow like water is to be everywhere, yet untouchable. That's how power endures. History screams this lesson. Alcibiades, gifted with brilliance and charm, could have shaped empires. Trained by Socrates, he had a mind sharper than his beauty. But he craved the stage, mocking the less gifted, seducing the powerful for dominance, not love. He mistook desire for loyalty, charm for safety. Athens adored him, then exiled him. He played Sparta, then Persia, gambling on his cleverness. But power demands restraint, timing, humility. Alcibiades never learned to vanish. He believed being unforgettable was being untouchable. The spotlight isn't a sanctuary, it's a trap. The more you're seen, the more you're judged. Envy doesn't sleep. It plots, recruits, waits for your confidence to outgrow caution. Alcibiades fell, hunted, executed, far from the city that once cheered him. Not for lack of greatness, but for exposing it too often. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we ask, are you showing your strength or preserving it? Are you performing or commanding? Invisibility is discipline. Wisdom, the path of those who know the most dangerous power, is never fully revealed. Sun Tzu's Art of War is a masterclass in subtlety. Never let them see you coming, he wrote. Appear weak when you're strong, and enemies relax. They reveal themselves while you prepare. The greatest victories aren't loud. They're won through misdirection, patience, discipline. The best generals don't destroy armies. They dissolve conflict before it starts. That's only possible when your intentions stay hidden, your presence unnoticed until it's too late to resist. Machiavelli admired this invisible leverage, the power to move without a trace, to influence without announcement. Control isn't domination, it's design. Shape perception, and you shape outcomes. Consider Uriah, the soldier whose virtue made him a threat. His honor shone too brightly in a world of compromise. He wasn't punished for rebellion, but for reflecting the weakness of those above him. Invisibility would have been his armor, but his loyalty made him too visible. In corrupted halls, visibility isn't rewarded, it's erased. Today, the same trap lures us. Why do we show off? For validation? For admiration? It feels intoxicating, but it's the start of the fall. When you chase the crowd's reaction, you lose focus. You perform instead of prepare. While you smile for approval, someone quieter is positioning to surpass you. Ego whispers that recognition is the prize, but the Stoic knows better. Every cheer draws eyes, some envious, some calculating. The more visible you are, the more predictable. And predictability is weakness. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we learn that lasting power is subtle, veiled, moving like water beneath the surface. It adapts, observes, outmaneuvers, never revealing more than needed. The Grayman strategy is power's ultimate form. The most dangerous person isn't the loudest. They're the one you don't see. They don't wear titles, seek applause, or perform. They blend, observe, prepare. Elite operatives and master tacticians live by this. Lower your profile to raise your control. The Grayman isn't weak. He's disciplined. He gathers knowledge while others announce plans, studies the room while others demand it. When he acts, it's swift, precise, devastating. That's the Stoic ideal in motion. Moving without needing to be seen, influencing without becoming the headline. Napoleon, in his early campaigns, embodied this. He let victories speak louder than proclamations, moving with speed and clarity. But as pride grew, he crowned himself emperor, trading humility for spectacle. He became a target, not just of armies, but of history. Spain drained him, Russia broke him, Waterloo ended him. Not because his mind failed, but because his pride outgrew his strategy. Nature tells the same story. The peacock's tail dazzles but slows its escape. The bright frog may warn of poison or die before proving it. Predators adapt, and the flashy fall first. Darwin showed that survival belongs to the aware, those who blend, move with the environment, not against it. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we see this as mastery. When you stop showing, you start controlling. When you ditch the need for attention, you shape outcomes. Fireworks fade fast, ghosts linger. The one who chooses invisibility holds the highest ground. Today, exposure is the new weakness. Social media tempts us to prove ourselves, to post every win, to chase validation. But every glimpse of your strength is a breadcrumb to your vulnerabilities. The applause you crave masks the envy waiting to strike. Machiavelli and the Stoics saw it. The moment you're fully seen, you hand enemies the map to defeat you. True power doesn't need the spotlight. It thrives in the shadows, building in silence, moving with precision. You don't need to vanish from the world, but you must stop offering yourself as a spectacle. Let others talk. Let them flex. While they chase clout, you build substance. While they beg to be seen, you become unshakable. The world punishes those who shine too early and rewards those who rise from silence. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we guard our power. Let it grow where no one watches. The more you reveal, the more you invite attack. True power prepares quietly, acts with clarity, and never apologizes. That's not just strategy, that's mastery. If this resonates, hit subscribe on Wisdom Waves Aura to keep exploring quiet strength and timeless wisdom. Share a quick phrase below, 2 or 3 words about a time staying unseen would have served you better. Your story matters. In our next video, we'll uncover how invisibility becomes your greatest weapon in a world that's always watching. Until then, stay quiet, stay grounded, let them underestimate you.